First and foremost, I want to let you know that I am calling, we've already done it, calling for a 4 leaders meeting this Thursday in Springfield. The leaders of the 4 caucus and I to talk about legislative priorities for the spring. We've already done a little bit of it, but we're going to go deep this Thursday, with the primary focus being on getting a balanced budget. A truly balanced budget for a full year, not a partial year, a full year balanced budget with no new taxes that lives within our means. And to start that off by doing what law calls for in Illinois, and that is agreeing on revenue estimates for this year. Now, that has not been done properly in Illinois for years. We have not been looking at revenue estimates and then determining a budget. We've been doing it backwards. We're going to do it right this year. Let's get a revenue estimate that we agree on. The second priority related to the balanced budget is to get an income tax reduction on the people of Illinois, and that is part of getting pension reform done. Once pension reform is approved by our courts, getting a $1 billion income tax cut. And to get that done, we are recommending that we get Senate Bill 16 fully passed and through to my desk. Senate Bill 16 passed the Senate last spring. It is in the House. It is ready to go. It's a bill. It's not perfect. I'd like to do more on pension reform, but it gets us going the right way. We should get Senate Bill 16 passed through the House. I will sign that bill, and then when I sign it, we'll get that in front of our state judiciary, and once they bless it as constitutional, then we will have a $1 billion income tax cut for the people of Illinois. Next priority is mandate relief and getting local control in Illinois so we can reduce our property taxes. We've got to bring down our property taxes. As part of that, we want to bring local control. Get local residents, local citizens, the ability to control their property tax levy through a simple referendum process. Get local voters to be able to consolidate local governments through a simple voter referendum process. Decide at the local level how prevailing wage, which projects need prevailing wage and which don't. Give local control on prevailing wage. Reduce school mandates and mandates on local governments, and we've got a list for those that we can get you the detail on that. Also, more flexibility in third-party contracting for local governments and schools, so we can help reduce the costs in our school districts and for our local governments. And to pass a law to prohibit teacher pension pickups from now going forward. We do not believe that's good policy. We should not have teacher pension pickups going on in the state of Illinois. So that's the package of mandate relief. We have specific legislation we'll be introducing in that regard. The next category of priority for us is further economic development in the state of Illinois. First priority is to update and improve our EDGE tax credit program. It has flaws in our existing EDGE credit plan. We'd like to change it and improve it, and we're going to call it Thrive, and we'll get you the detail on that. But we need to have a competitive tax incentive program to recruit more businesses. I'm proud of the fact that we've recruited many companies here since I became governor. We've added about 180,000 net new jobs in Illinois, but that's way too low. We can do far, far better than that. And that's a critical priority. We've got to grow our economy faster. And as part of that, we need to invest in our infrastructure. We need to expand and improve our road system and get more infrastructure construction done. We'll be introducing 2 pieces of legislation. One's already there. We're going to reintroduce it to accelerate and lower the costs of our road construction by having a design-build program, integrating the design and build part of the process to lower costs for construction of our roads and increase the pace of our road construction and improvement, and also expand our public-private partnerships and, again, get the managed lane done on I-55 so we can move on and also do the Eisenhower Expressway and some of the other highways around the state. The next priority is public safety. Public safety, critical priority. You know that we've called for a task force, bipartisan task force from the legislature and along with community experts. We want to improve our public safety through dealing with reducing gun violence, increasing support for our police officers, dealing with mental illness issues that impacts public safety, Also, we are going to be working closely with other states and pursuing a multi-state compact in terms of data sharing, information sharing, and to try to block off the illegal shipment of guns across state borders. And we'll be dealing with legislation around those issues of public safety. And then finally, and certainly not least important, is increasing the trust in our government, increasing ethics and integrity inside our government. And there are three primary elements to that. One is getting legislation passed to stop the process of legislators handling property tax appeals around the state. It's a conflict of interest. We have done that for workers' comp work. Legislators are not allowed to do workers' comp work outside. They should not be doing property tax work outside. I've done that by executive order for what I can do as a governor with prohibiting legislators from doing it to the Illinois State Property Tax Appeals Board. We need to do it at all property tax boards. We need to do that legislatively, number one. Number two, we have to be more aggressive on dealing with the sexual harassment issues in our state government. I've done that by executive order, but we need to do it by legislation as well to make it more comprehensive and more thoughtful and thorough. And we've got legislation introduced. We need to make sure that sexual harassment policies take precedence over all other regulations, including collective bargaining agreements. Sexual harassment and ethics, personal conduct should trump, be above, more important than all other agreements, including collective bargaining agreements. And then finally, we need to get done what we've been working on for years and to get term limits passed. Comprehensive term limits, 10 years for legislators, 8 years for constitutional office holders. That's the package of priorities that we'll be pursuing this spring. We believe it's good legislation, improves the future for the people of Illinois, can help bring down our property taxes, grow more jobs, have truly balanced budgets, and bring tax relief to the people of the state while bringing more integrity to the government and the people of Illinois.